effort underway right now to raise $2.2 million to fight cancer in Lauryn Hill's memory.
This is Keith Desterick. He's one of the founders of The Cure Starts Now, and he lost his own daughter, Elena, to that same type of cancer. Keith, it's so good of you to do this work. Tell us where we are as far as that total. Lauren's goal of 2.2.
Well, Lauren originally came to us and we said, what do you want to do? And she said, I want to raise $2.2 million. And we looked at her and we said, oh, that's not possible. Okay, and now we know better. So
right.
The idea of it
she got more than $1 million.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, she got up to about 1.8 is about where we were last I looked. And so what we're now looking at it is Lisa Hill and us and everybody all got together and said, you know what, let's do that impossible goal that she wanted to get. And so this is that opportunity to raise that $2.2 million.
And obviously with Lauren, you had such a face to put on your efforts. But in addition to that, the way that you're attacking this is a little bit different too. You're not trying to beat cancer by battle by battle. You want to win the whole war. You want to win it all at once.
Exactly. I mean, you can focus on cancer in many different ways. And a lot of organizations do it very successfully, focusing on either treatments or focusing on cancer by cancer. What we focus on is something entirely different. And in that regard, we're not just another cancer charity. What we are is we're focused on the home run strategy. Essentially, if we listen to the experts and the experts say, focus on this one, and we're going to learn the most for everything, and we're going to be able to attack all cancers, then that's where we should put some of our resources. It's not an entire philosophy, but it's something that maybe 10–20% of what we fund should go towards that.
Yeah.
Well, when this happened to Elena, and I remember you and your family going through that and Graders helping with fundraising and that type of thing, it seemed like it was something that I had never heard about before. And then when you heard about Lauren, it was like, wow, okay, this is really rare. But now and now we've got Kyler Bradley.
Yes.
And it's so unfair, but you are doing this good work and you've reached out to Kyler's family. Tell me a little bit about what you're seeing with that's a lot like your own story.
Well, in our situation, our daughter was diagnosed, and within about 10 days, she started to have difficulties with eating and breathing and so forth, and that's kind of what we're seeing here. But what we wanted to do was we wanted to try to do something that would make this continue to develop and eventually get rid of it. And so that's the reason why we started The Cure Starts Now, was essentially to try to prevent any other kid in the future from going through it. Since then, obviously, we saw Lauren, obviously we're seeing Kyler now, but the goal is to try to raise a lot of money very quickly and fund it at the best way of fighting cancer.
And how proud are you of The Cure Starts Now and its ability to, did I hear 98 cents for every dollar?
Yeah, we have a 2% cost of overhead. We're very efficient because we're a bunch of parents, and we've also grown quite a bit in the 8 years since we started the charity. We have now 27 locations around the world, and we all join together and we pool our money to try to be able to fund the best research out there.
Can you give us a status report on how close you are to finding that home run cure, like strides that have been made since you started this effort?
Well, where we're at right now is see, the biggest problem is you don't know where to attack it.
Right.
Okay, and so what we're trying to do is we're trying to really identify where you can find those trigger points to attack the cancer best. And we're already getting some of that done. Actually, a lot of it's coming to fruition. If you look at any report on any cancer research organization, they talk about certain things that came from the study that we actually created. So we're getting there. We got a little bit of ways to go, though.
And we're going to get those phones ringing as part of that telethon. Keith, thank you so much for coming in.
Yeah, give me till 3, though.
Till 3. Yeah, don't call now. There's nobody there.
I'm not there. I got to get there to answer the call.
You can actually log on to the internet and donate right now if you want to do that. And we have a link at local12.com, and all day long on Local 12, we'll be following the telethon with Keith and the other good folks, trying to approach Lauryn Hill's goal of $2.2 million for that cancer research. Thank you, Keith.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.